Hey guys, Raven Dracul with a video for you guys today. This video is going to be on Vincent Price, the goth male icon. He's not necessarily goth, but he is an icon, like an iconic. Yeah, goth male icon. Sorry. And I know I did one on a female icon, and I want to do more of these. I'm sorry it took me so long to even do any more. Mine was going to be on like females, and I think I did talk about that I want to do some on males. And since I really like Vincent Price and I admire his work, I'm going to touch up on Vincent Price. So Vincent Price, born May 27th, 1911, died October 25th, 1993. So he died about 5 days before Halloween. He died at the age of 82. He was one of the best gothic horror movie icons of his time. Best known for horror films, of course. Movies like The House of Usher, earning $2 million in the box office in the United States. And then he went on to do these led to the subsequent Edgar Allan Poe adaptations, which I actually like his adaptations, like The Pit and the Pendulum, The Raven, Tales of Terror, Mask of the Red Death, and The Tomb of Legia, if I said that correctly. And I love Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry, I have this close to my face. Maybe I should move it away. Other good movies include House of Wax, which it came out in 1953, and then there's the 1960s The Last Man on Earth, which was actually pretty good. 1959's House on Haunted Hill, which is one of my personal favorites by him, especially. Then he also did 1973's Theater of Blood. That was a good movie as well. A lot of his movies are actually pretty good. The movie The Bat, which I actually have, which also came out in 63. And then he did Diary of a Madman. I actually like that one. That one's pretty good. He's done many great movies in his time. He's more known for like his horror, which I actually like. But before he did movies, he did stage plays, and then he went on to do that, and then I'll touch upon like other things as well. I also like his movie that he did for Tim Burton, which the role was specifically written for him, which is Edward Scissorhands, and I'm a big Tim Burton fan as well, so to have Tim Burton do a movie and actually have Vincent Price in it, that was really awesome, and Johnny Depp did a good job as Edward Scissorhands, so the movie, I think, did pretty well, and I'm actually happy. I'm pleased. He's also been on a radio broadcasting show called Lux Radio, which I've actually been recently listening to a lot of like old broadcast radio station shows like Lux Radio, and then ABC's Suspense Theater. But I have a a collection with Vincent Price doing like readings for like a broadcast radio show, which I actually really like. I've been listening to a lot of these shows, like the suspense theater has like a lot of like, it's kind of like horror themed, like a lot of horror, and it's that there's like, you have like Edgar Allan Poe based like radio shows, like broadcasts. There's like a lot of good ones out there, and I'm glad I discovered those. So to me, like I said, he's the greatest horror goth icon of his time, and he, along with others like Alfred Hitchcock, then you have Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, George Romero, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing. You have like a lot of these great like icons, like horror icons. They're just like, so Vincent Price, among the movies, was among the movie's greatest villains, is what I meant to say. I also like his part in Michael Jackson's Thriller, because before I even found out that was him, I always liked the voice, the whole voice, like the talk through, like the voice in the song, and then the laugh, especially at the end. That was like my favorite part right there. But I like that as well. He's done a lot of great things. And then also, he has recorded numerous readings of Edgar Allan Poe. My favorite, of course, he does a really good reading of The Raven. I really like his. Christopher Lee does a pretty good job as well, but Vincent Price is just, I always, there's just something about Vincent Price's voice that attracts me to him. Like, not in like, I mean, he was an attractive man in his time, but it's just something about his voice. I really like it, and the way he reads the poem, I actually like it. I think he did like a really good reading of The Raven, and you guys should know by now that is, of course, my favorite poem. Not just because it's my name, and I mean, there's many other reasons, but yeah. I think he personally does like the better job of it. I also have the video on my phone. It's not like a really good quality, but I do have the video on my phone of him like reading the poem, and then I also have like the MP3 version just in case when I want to hear it when I'm out and I don't want to watch the video. So his first fling with horror genre was a movie called Dragonwyck in 1946. It was a gothic melodrama set in in the Hudson Valley in the 1800s. So that was like his start, pretty much. As far as like the horror genre of movies go. Now on to the trivia. Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and well, first Vincent Price and Christopher Lee were actually born on the same day, and Peter Cushing was actually born May 26th, the day before. So, all three are considered legends of the horror genre. He was also an avid gourmet chef. He was the host of BBC radio's Price of Fear. But speaking of like him being like a gourmet chef, he does have some recipe books. I'm trying to think of like get the words out. He often expressed sorry. He had a fascination for Shakespeare, and because of that, he really admired his role in the Theater of Blood, in the 1973 Theater of Blood, because because of that. He played the spirit of Nightmare in Alice Cooper's television special, Alice Cooper the Nightmare, in 1975. And I like Alice Cooper, so I know he's kind of considered like a goth icon. His music's not goth, he's not really goth, but he's a goth icon, which is different. But yeah, I wanted to do one on Vincent Price. I do want to do one. I don't think I did one in Elvira, did I? I can't remember. But I do want to do some more on females and males. Maybe I might do one on Bela Lugosi. Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed. I really wanted to. Oh, it's cold in my room. To express how much I really like Vincent Price. I actually have his like a lot of his movies, and I have his biography, which was written by his daughter, and I like the fact that learning from Liam Mouse's video that his family, before I read it in the book, is like the creators, like the people who made baking powder. So that's kind of like a neat thing to learn. Like you learn things that you never knew about him or his family. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I do want to get some of his recipe books. That would actually be quite interesting to add to my collection, Vincent Price. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, bye, Darklings.